Okay, one of the other key goals of the economy is to keep unemployment down. So generally the federal government will aim for unemployment of below 5%. So that means that less than 5% of people that are looking for a job can't find employment. So what we're going to look at in this video is what it means to be unemployed, what is the participation rate, and some of the key other figures you need to be aware of for your test. So employment is important because it enables people to earn an income. So they can start to purchase the goods and services that they want to sort of achieve the life that they want to, and also helps them to form relationships with colleagues and contribute more to society. So when we're looking at unemployment, the definition of unemployment is someone where a person is actively looking for work, they are willing and able to work, but they can't find employment. So they do want to work, they are actively looking for work, not just sitting on the couch, and they can't find employment. So the government recognises that some unemployment will always exist, but they try and keep it below 5% of the workforce. So of all the people looking for work, they want less than 5% of people to be unemployed. The unemployment rate is calculated using a labour force survey that the ABS conducts monthly to determine a range of key statistics. So in terms of some key terminology you need to be aware of, you'll hear the word the labour force. So the labour force is basically everybody in Australia that's over 15 that wants to work. So the labour force is defined as people who are older than 15 years and are willing and able to work. It doesn't include people that don't wish to work, so people that are stay-at-home parents, prisoners, those who are at school. So if you're at school full-time, whether that be at university or at high school, you're not in the labour force. It's only those people who are either employed or are looking for work. So the definition of an employed person is someone that's either working over 35 hours a week or employed part-time and working over 1 hour per week. So you only have to be working 1 hour per week to be considered employed. You can be self-employed and working for a profit. So if you run your own business, you're employed. You can be working in a family business, or you might be prevented from working through to illness, strikes or holiday. All these people are considered to still be employed. Unemployed people are those that don't have a paid job but are actively looking for work. So they're completing job applications, they've registered with Centrelink, and it includes people that have been stood down from their job and are looking to start new work. So you have to be actively seeking work. Employed persons working either full-time or over 1 hour per week and not at school. Unemployed, actively looking for work but unable to find it, aged over 15 years and waiting to resume work after being stood down. The labour force, people who are in the labour force, is anybody that's employed plus anybody that's actively looking for work. So it's employed plus the unemployed. People who are not in the labour force include those that are at university, those that work for charity and don't receive any money, homemakers, so people that basically stay at home and might look after children, prisoners, people in the military, and people that aren't actively seeking work are all considered not to be in the labour force. The unemployment rate is a key concept you need to be aware of. So the unemployment rate is defined as all the unemployed people as a percentage of everyone in the labour force. So out of everyone that's looking for work, the percentage of people that can't actively find work is classified as unemployed. The participation rate, so that's unemployed. So if you've got 50 people looking for work and 5 people can't find it, your unemployment rate would be 10%. The participation rate is different. That includes everyone in the labour force. So the denominator here is the numerator here. Everyone that's either employed or unemployed as a percentage of everyone over 15. So if you've got 10 people with a job, 5 people looking for work, and you've got, say, 20 people in a country that are over 15 and not, over 15, that includes people that are at school. So there's 20 people over 15 in a country, 10 of them are employed, 5 of them are unemployed, your participation rate would be 75%. 75% of those over 15 are either working or looking for work. So the participation rate, it's the proportion of all people aged 15 years and over who are either employed or unemployed. And the unemployment rate is the unemployed as a percentage of the whole labour force. So what percentage of all those looking for work cannot find work? And that's generally around 5%. The participation rate is generally around 65%. 65% of people over 15 are either working or looking for work in Australia. There's 2 other concepts you need to be aware of. The underutilisation rate, that recognises the unemployed plus the underemployed, so people that aren't working as much as they'd like to, as a percentage of everyone in the labour force, so everyone that's looking for work. So the underutilisation rate is larger than the unemployment rate because it also includes people that are working longer than 1 hour but would like to work more. And then you've also got hidden unemployed. These are people that have given up looking for work, so they're no longer classified in the labour force, and they may have given up for a range of reasons, like they're not suitably trained or they lack skills. They do not get discouraged job seekers confused with underemployed.